I have a girlfriend who's obsessed with me. She texts me every day saying, "Where are you, honey? I love you. Stay safe." She checks my bedroom and she even put a tracking device on my cell phone. She's driving me nuts. Her name is Stephanie, same as my mother's name. One night I came home drunk. She was furious at me for getting drunk and coming home at 2 in the morning. We argued and fought for almost an hour, and I just got so full of it that I pushed Stephanie off the balcony. She fell to her death. I hid the body and buried it. The next morning I received a text. To my surprise, it was Stephanie. She said, "Good morning, my love. Have a great day." We just heard of this haunted place from my friend Bella. It was a forest that was said to be haunted. We were thrill seekers, so we went there at night. We were a group of 4. When we got there, we waited for nearly 4 hours to see if there were any ghosts. We decided to split up into 2. Me and Bella searched the forest for any ghosts. Turns out there were none. We went back to the camp and saw the other 3 members of the group. They said they also didn't find anything, so I think we just wasted at least one night for nothing. I've been living with an older man for 3 months. One day, he was arrested by the police. They made me go with them as well. The police showed me a menu and asked me what I wanted to eat. I had a burger and fries. I told them I wanted something cold to drink. They gave me iced tea. The police said, "I think he's going away for a while." He was charged with 14 offenses. Finally, they were done talking to me. They drove me home in a police car. Everyone was crying when I got there. One night, I was visiting a friend of mine. I hadn't seen him in a long time. We had the following conversation. "I like having you here." "Yeah, it's been good to see you again." "Will you stay the night? You can sleep in the spare bedroom." "Okay, why not? It'll be easier than walking home." "Kill some time here then. I like having company. It's so lonely here all on my own." "Yeah, living alone can be tough." "You look exhausted. You should probably go straight to bed and get some rest." "I guess I'm feeling tired." "In the morning, I'll have a lot of things to take care of." "Sweet dreams." "Okay, see you in the morning." "Your bed is already made. It's the first bedroom on the right. Just go to sleep." "Good night." "Sleep tight." I went into the bedroom and closed the door behind me. Then, as I thought about the conversation, I started shaking. I listened at the door as my friend walked down the hallway and went into his bedroom. Then I opened the window, climbed out, and ran all the way home. The strangest thing has been happening. For the past 2 weeks, numbers have been appearing on my front door. I don't know who is putting them there or why they are doing it, but I'm puzzled. I'm a single woman and I live alone. My apartment is on the 4th floor. The numbers are written on the corner of the door in ballpoint pen. Every morning when I wake up, I check my front door and find somebody has written 4 new numbers during the night. The first time I noticed it, there were 4 numbers. Now there are 56. One night, I stayed up to keep watch, but I didn't see anything. By dawn, I gave up and decided to go to bed. But when I woke up, there were 4 new numbers. Here's the sequence. I don't know what to make of it. Do you? I live alone, and there's not much to do in the evenings. To avoid being bored, I took up a new hobby, putting together jigsaw puzzles. I'm working on a Luminous jigsaw puzzle right now. The other night, when I came home, the puzzle was glowing faintly in the dark. There's something eerie about that pale glow. It always gives me the creeps. When I finish this one, I think I'll go back to doing normal jigsaw puzzles. The house I live in is very old. It has been in my family for generations. Recently, when I'm in the living room, regardless of whether it's day or night, I keep hearing a humming noise. It sounds almost like a woman's voice humming quietly. It's very faint and I barely even notice it, but gradually it gets louder and louder. If I try to ignore it, the humming gets so loud that I can hardly concentrate. So whenever I notice the humming, I recite a prayer out loud over and over, and that seems to make it gradually fade away. Yesterday, one of my favorite bands released a new album. I've been looking forward to hearing it for ages, so I rushed right out to the store and bought it. When I got home, I decided to listen to it on my headphones. It was even better than I expected. When I finished listening to it, I took off the headphones, and right next to my ear, I heard, a girl had endured terrible bullying every day at school. Some of the girls in her class would even take her to a secluded place and beat her up so nobody would see them doing it. One day, the girl was found lying dead in a pool of blood in the school's toilets. The teachers said it was suicide. She had sliced her own wrists and bled to death. They said she left a note behind. It read, "Please excuse the unfortunate mess. I committed suicide, but it was not because I was bullied." There was a married couple who lived in an apartment building with their young daughter. The husband and wife never got along and they were always arguing. One day they started to quarrel over something small. Their daughter was sitting on the windowsill listening to them shout at each other. The argument turned into a big screaming match. The daughter couldn't stand to listen to it anymore, so she left. When the parents realized their daughter was gone, they looked out the window and saw her outside. They felt very guilty, so they followed her. One day, I was watching the news when the house I used to live in as a child came up on the screen. It was a breaking news story. They said the dead body of a girl was found buried in the backyard. I was so shocked, I grabbed my phone and called my dad immediately to tell him about it. "Dad, are you watching the news?" I asked. "No," he replied. "Why?" "You'll never guess what happened," I gushed breathlessly. "Remember that old house where we used to live? Well, it's on the news. They found a dead body buried in the backyard. The police are questioning the owners right now." "What?" he replied. "Are you serious? That's scary." "Yeah, it's scary," I said. "What if it was there back when we were living in the house? We could have been walking back and forth in the garden all the time, unaware that there was a corpse right beneath us. It freaks me out just to think about it." "Me too," he said. "I never noticed a thing while we were living there, but it's a scary thought. Of course, I feel bad for the parents." "Yeah, I do too. They must have been worried sick." "I wonder who buried her there," he said. "It gives me the creeps just thinking about it." "Well, the police are investigating it now," I said. "They'll probably get to the bottom of it eventually." "I hope so," my dad said. Once again, thank you for listening. Last week's answers are posted below. If you like what you hear, please like and subscribe. And remember, if you can't solve the mysteries around you, you might be dead by midnight.